Next up, at UFC 286, we have Jennifer Maia taking on Casey O'Neill. Casey O'Neill. Jennifer Maia, 2-3 in her last 5, but she is 20-9 overall, and she's coming off that striking win over Marina Moroz. Casey O'Neill's 9-0 in her career. She's undefeated, coming back after more than a year away. Jennifer Maia is well-rounded. She's got solid BJJ, just okay wrestling, but her boxing is underrated. She's a decision fighter, but she pushes a pace, and she does look for finishes, even though she's not really getting them. She's incredibly tough, solid everywhere, and just a really good measuring stick to find out how good somebody actually is or is not in the division. We're going to find out with Casey O'Neill, because Casey O'Neill is a prospect. She's a Muay Thai striker at her core, but she's been a real wrestler as of late in the UFC. She's got solid elbows. She's willing to brawl. She gets in the firefights. She's got 8 takedowns in her short UFC career so far. Her jiu-jitsu is lacking a little bit, and her takedown defense was definitely exposed in her last fight, which was against Roxanne Modafferi. But she landed 230 strikes, but she went 0 for 2. And, wasn't that Roxanne's retirement fight? And I get it. Roxanne's tough.
I mean, she's probably the toughest person. We talk about mentally tough or mentally weak people and fighters that quit and this and that, and nobody's a dog. Literally, the most tough person to probably ever walk through the UFC is Roxanne Modafferi. I mean, it is crazy. I thought her face was beaten and battered, but yeah, go ahead. But she is crazy tough.
Well, and people expected Casey to murder her, and it was like a clinic in the striking, but she didn't defend takedowns, couldn't get takedowns. And, similar to how we dogged Muhammad Mokaev a little bit, it was a win that sort of exposed some things in her game.
Don't listen to him.
She's fighting Jennifer Maia. Jennifer Maia is tough. Jennifer Maia is good. She's well-rounded. She has 20 more fights than Casey O'Neill does, and she's a very tough outing for a lot of people. I do think Casey O'Neill wins. This could be a Casey O'Neill special, where she'll come forward, tons of volume, and then wrestle. But if she doesn't get that wrestling going, I think she could have some trouble with Jennifer Maia's underrated boxing. And if Jennifer Maia gets some takedowns going, we've seen Casey O'Neill have a few issues off of her back. So Casey's going to be the pick. It was a striking clinic against sort of the slow, lumbering Roxanne Modafferi. The grappling struggle is what worries me a little bit in this fight. I'm not betting on Casey O'Neill. She feels like if anybody's going to blow up a parlay, it's going to be her. But she is only a modest 165 favorite. I did expect her to be a much larger favorite than that because she's such a hype prospect. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, she is a hype prospect. I'm a big fan. I will say I am a little bit biased because I am a big fan of
you sent me some
O'Neill.
pictures today.
I can send more if you want, but
well, thank you.
I've got a magazine too. I meant to send you. It's a different variety one, but yeah, I am a big fan of King Casey. She is coming off knee surgery. I mean, that's why she was out. It was a major knee surgery, and she really kind of pushed herself to get back to, because she really wanted to fight on this card. I don't think that's going to be a situation where she came back too early or whatever, but it was. I mean, she did say, I really want to be on this card, so she is on this card. This is a close fight. You mentioned the Roxanne fight. Casey looked, I thought, fantastic in the first couple rounds. It was a split decision, but it wasn't really a split decision. One of the judges gave Roxanne the first round. I mean, Casey clearly won the first 2 rounds, and then definitely after throwing 300 strikes, 400, whatever strikes it was, and got taken down. But that's against a girl like Roxanne who is just not going to stop. And I think that actually was a great tune-up for this fight, because Jennifer Maia is kind of the same person. Pressure, volume, will mix in a takedown or two. I think it's the same type of fight. And if Casey didn't have that war to go through with Roxanne, I think she could have been overwhelmed in a fight against Jennifer Maia, because Jennifer Maia is a much better fighter than Roxanne with kind of the same game plan. But she went through the fire. She came out on top. Even in that third round, she's one of those girls that, when I say that some girls are, and some guys, some girls are like bad bitches, right? I mean, Juliana Miller, to open up the card, you could tell she's a bad, when push comes to shove, she will give that extra effort. She will get crazy in the cage. She will do whatever she needs to do to try to win a fight. King Casey is one of those bad. I mean, she is a bad bitch in the octagon. So if this is a close fight, 1-1, I can trust her to really put on and understand it's a close fight. I need to do what I need to do to win, because she is that undefeated fighter, and she really takes pride in being an undefeated fighter. So Long story short, I think this is a very close fight. I think it's mostly standing. If Jennifer can get takedowns, I agree with Angelo. That's her easiest path to victory. But I think this is a mostly striking match, and Casey can just 2-to-1 volume Jennifer as she's working in, just like she did against Roxanne. I mean, it's just the jab. I mean, jab, jab. Every time she's walking in, jab with the 1-2, and every time she throws a 1-2, it seems like it lands. I think she out-volumes her in a 29-28 decision. It's going to be close. It could be going 1-1 to the third. I like King Casey all day, every day in a close fight. She's a bad bitch, man. Oh.
Listen, I hear you. I think she gets it done as well. We're both on the same side. I'm scared money don't make money, so I'm not going to make money. I'm not betting on this fight. She's a year removed from not her best performance against somebody who was retiring that night, and she's taking on Jennifer Maia, who's good. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to watch the fight.
I think Jennifer's the more well-rounded fighter.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Her grappling's very good.
She's not a bad bitch. You know what I mean? God damn.
Okay. All right. Relax.
I'm thirsty. Down. Jesus.
Yes. Extreme.
Wow. Took you a little bit to make that connection.
I was reading a comment. Yeah.
I get it.
Thanks for the layup. $7,700 in DraftKings for Jennifer Maia. You need underdogs in your lineup, and she may be a solid one. The problem is, if Casey O'Neill wins, she's going to get a bunch of takedowns and put up a bunch of points like that.
I disagree with the wrestling. I think she wants to stand and bang.
I don't think she might have some trouble with Jennifer Maia if she's going to stand there and strike with her the whole time.
She can easily outstrike Jennifer Maia.
I think she I agree. I think she absolutely should, but I don't think it's going to be the cakewalk that she thinks it's going to be. Jennifer Maia is a dog.
What do you think Jennifer sounds like?
Whatever. Is that a Brazilian type of dog?
Tudo bem.
Porra.
Tudo bem.
What are we doing? Jesus
Tudo bem.
Fucking dog noises.
No,
anyway,
I'm speaking Portuguese. Didn't want to show it off this early, but I've been learning Portuguese. So
I'm absolutely positive you have been. So you're not going to play either side in DraftKings?
No. I think it's a close fight.
I agree with you. WeWantPicks.com for all the things, including free stuff. There's plenty of free articles on the website. Dive in. We have a bunch of people writing for us, giving out free bets. The link to the Discord is there. There's a lot of free content on the website, including jumping into our affiliate partners and getting paid, but also premium membership, $10 a month.